Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Retrograde, a new documentary from Matthew Hinneman, who's done some great work in the past with documentaries and one of the shining stars of the documentary sphere with some of his previous work. And oddly enough, this is on Disney Plus. It is a Nat Geo documentary, which makes sense why it wound up on Disney Plus. It's just a little heavier than you might expect something to be on Disney Plus, as this focuses on the U.S. finally leaving Afghanistan after all that time, 20 years or so, and it focuses on, at the beginning, us moving out, our soldiers experiencing this, and, it hooks you a little bit with that. It's relatable, especially to an American audience there, but where it goes is so much deeper and impactful and tragic as it leaves us in Afghanistan with the men who are there still fighting to keep Afghanistan under new rule and not the Taliban. And we focus on this specific general and his men who are focusing on the fight to push back the Taliban, to hold on to Kabul and other strongholds in the country. And it's a kind of film where it's not just a bunch of, Americans sitting there talking about geopolitical issues. It's us sitting in there in the room with this general and his men strategizing, us seeing it up and close, us seeing them go into battle, us seeing the aftermath of people in the hospital horribly injured, and this general having to come face to face with them and confronting this losing battle that he has, this upward battle that he has to push back on against the Taliban. And this film has some amazing footage of actual fights, some of which utilizing some really impressive night vision. And you have those elements that are very intense and thrilling. You have the moments where this general's really putting his heart and soul out there, trying to fight for his country and what he believes is right for his people, and you see him having to engage with those in his company, those soldiers that fight for Afghanistan, and confronting the pain, the suffering, and all of that comes along with it. And this is not exactly the most hopeful film to watch, but it is a brutal and honest look at the aftermath of what we did in Afghanistan, the United States, and what's left afterwards, and what happens in that vacuum when we finally leave. And it's eye-opening, it's intense, it is something that you're not going to soon forget. This is a documentary that's really going to make an impact, and I would not be surprised if this gets a bunch of attention come awards season. But those are my thoughts on Retrograde on Disney Plus. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.